I'm not sure whether you've observed a recent trend of folks withdrawing. But what happens if an Aries lady grows distant? Is this a test, or is she discreetly letting you know she's finished with you? As you can expect, things aren't that straightforward for these fiery ladies. They are fire signs in the zodiac. There are a variety of reasons why an Aries lady may grow distant. Some of them include her dissatisfaction with how she's been handled or her lack of interest in you. Why would an Aries female suddenly lose interest in you? What if she's really testing you to determine how much you care about her? There are several alternative solutions, and we will not play the guessing game. You'll discover all you need to know about an Aries woman growing aloof, including the most prevalent causes and what to do about it, down below. What happens when an Aries woman distances herself? I know several Aries ladies, one of them is my dearest friend. When she gets distant, it's not simply for kicks and grins. Usually, something major is going on in the background that has caused her to become distant. What I'm trying to explain is that an Aries woman's silence does not come as suddenly as many of you believe. She's truly sick of giving you second opportunities and waiting for things to change. When she gets distant, it is typically due to one of two factors. She's lecturing you and waiting for you to apologize. She's finished with you. Aries women are naturally obstinate, persistent, and fighters. They don't give up easy when they care about something or someone. They also dislike playing games since they believe it is a waste of time. When an Aries lady avoids you, it is typically a sign of a significant approaching shift. It is very advised to address the matter as soon as possible. I'll discuss all of the reasons why Aries girls get aloof in detail below to assist you understand. Why do Aries women grow isolated? Why would an Aries lady suddenly withdraw? Is it because you've become too needy and clinging, or because you're not putting in as much effort as you used to? The following are the most prevalent causes for an Aries lady to grow distant. 1. You must be constantly monitored. If there's one thing Aries women and the Aries zodiac sign can't stand, it's continual attention. That is one of the reasons their compatibility with fire signs, Leo man, Sagittarius man, and Aries man, and air signs, Gemini man, Libra man, and Aquarius man, is so strong. Aries ladies and males require room to breathe and be themselves, fiery, passionate, and inquisitive, especially in relationships. If you're one of those guys who needs constant female attention, you'll start suffocating right away. They are also irritated by this conduct since it shouts weakness and reliance to them. Because Aries women value their independence and are extremely sensitive to it. Attention seekers represent a challenge for them. If you're aware that you're engaging in attention-seeking behavior, there's no reason to wonder why she's grown aloof. She did that to safeguard her independence and to teach you a lesson: never be overly demanding of an Aries lady. 2. You irritated her, truly irritated her. If you irritated an Aries lady, you must be a water zodiac sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, or an earth sign. Just joking, or perhaps not. An Aries girl might feel irritated for a variety of causes and events. Here are a few suggestions to assist you figure out what's causing her distress. Have you broken any promises? Did you keep her waiting? Did you say something behind her back? Did you try to impose something on her, such as your point of view? Did you try to control her? Did you deceive her? And the list of questions continues indefinitely. I had to stop myself from making this list too long to read in one day. So, my advice is to reflect on recent events and your actions. Rewind every potential instance where you may have done anything that irritated her. If you can't think of anything, it's not your fault that she's unhappy. It's one of the other indications on this list, or a combo of many. 3. You attempt to exert control over her life and choices. Oh, no! You committed a significant offense if you attempted to control an Aries woman's decisions and life in general. That's why she's decided to step back and let you reflect on what you've done. She decided to become aloof not to break up with you, but to let you know that she will not accept this behavior. An Aries woman's personality attributes do not enable her to let anybody rule her life. She will begin to suffocate if you do not address her dislikes, ideas, and choices. The same is true for Taurus women, Virgo women, and Libra women. You will be excommunicado from their lives if you try to control them. You lose your rights and the ability to spend time with them. Don't worry, in most circumstances, this is temporary. After a period of distance, an Aries woman will return solely to see whether anything has changed, if she has affections for you. If nothing changes, she'll remain aloof until you persuade her that you'll never try to dominate her again. 4. Cheating and deception. Aries women, like Scorpio women, value openness. They can't handle any kind of adultery, emotional infidelity, physical infidelity, or phone cheating. They also do not forgive people who have lied to them. If you lie to an Aries lady, it will be difficult to restore her trust. Cheating and dishonesty are considered crimes in their view, and I completely agree. That is why they require some alone time to detach themselves from you, usually temporarily. Another reason she'll back away is to check whether you're remorseful for what you've done. She'll wait to see if you apologize to her for lying or choosing adultery above her. If you don't apologize, you may anticipate her to be distant for a longer period of time, and possibly forever. My honest advice, before lying to or cheating on an Aries lady, think again. 5. Inadequate effort on your part. If you want to keep an Aries lady, you must put up consistent effort. The arithmetic is straightforward here. If you don't, your lack of effort will cause her to withdraw. Absence of effort equals absence of affection. Consider what makes a relationship or dating enjoyable and meaningful. You'll discover an answer on how to keep such a woman there. The major reasons Aries are incompatible with steady, grounded, and practical earth signs like as Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn are a lack of curiosity, inspiration, and aspects of pleasure. It's the simple things that count. An Aries woman does not expect to be treated like a queen, but a good amount of novelty is always welcome. Stagnant relationships and boredom are major turnoffs for many women. Why? Because they scream laziness and boredom. Yes, the term here is excitement. If you can't thrill her, she'll grow distant over time. Keep in mind that this does not happen overnight. She'll give you several chances to prove her incorrect before becoming distant. If you don't, she'll have no choice but to separate herself from you. 6. Laying her down. Let's get one thing clear. This conduct will not be tolerated by any astrological sign, especially Aries ladies. Some will tell you directly what is upsetting them, while others may grow aloof. So, if you've set an Aries lady down once or several times, she may grow aloof. Criticizing them in public is a big no-no. In reality, condemning somebody without being present in their presence is a tremendous error. These ladies have vowed to themselves that no one would ever make them doubt their value. If your objective is to make people feel inadequate, they will respond by becoming aloof. However, if you did this unknowingly, you still have the opportunity to put things right. You won't be able to put things right unless you express your regret to her. Aside from that, you must guarantee her that you would not do it again, because if you do, her distance will become permanent. 7. The absence of thankfulness and appreciation. How many times have you conveyed thanks or expressed appreciation to her? If you can't recall, that's the root of the problem. Making your loved one feel neglected is an easy technique to get them to ignore you. To be more specific, having your Aries lady feel undervalued would almost surely cause her to become distant. These ladies understand that one of the most powerful feelings in the universe is thankfulness. When you express gratitude to someone in your life, or for anything they did, you are expressing them that they are important to you. A lack of thanks and appreciation is the ultimate show of disrespect to an Aries girl. If you do not respect her, she will not respect you. That's why she won't respond to your calls or texts for a while. Again, her major purpose is to teach you a lesson and show you that she understands what she's worth. What should you do if an Aries woman ignores you? First, you must comprehend why she is ignoring you, and then you must demonstrate understanding and accept her sentiments. If an Aries lady is still not done with you but is merely giving you a lesson, then compromise is required. Here's what you should do if an Aries lady ignores you. 1. discover why she is avoiding you. When an Aries lady grows physically and emotionally distant from you, you must first understand why. The list of reasons why Aries women grow distant, see above, will undoubtedly assist you in determining the true cause of her ignoring you. Keep in mind that everything happens for a purpose. She didn't suddenly wake up one morning and decide to ignore you for the next 2 months or a year on purpose. Your actions provoked her behavior, assuming she isn't fooling you. If she's playing mind games, there's no reason to attempt to figure out why she's so aloof from you. She doesn't want to be a part of your life, and she will only contact you when it is convenient for her. Separate these two items so that you can identify the best strategy. Check out the signals an Aries lady is playing you, which are listed below. 2. Show empathy and respect her feelings. So, once you've figured out why she's ignoring you, be understanding of the circumstance. If she's playing you, skip this and the following stages. Instead of passing judgment, imagine yourself in her place and consider how you would behave in her circumstance. Recognize her sentiments instead of sending her 33,840 SMS telling her how much she's overreacting or behaving juvenile. Because immature guys are their worst fear, the mature approach is always the best. The best part is that she will tell if you're being emotionally mature or accusing her of neglecting you. When she sees that you are acting responsibly and maturely in this circumstance, she will gladly accept you back into her life. 3. Please apologize, if necessary. Consider if you owe her an apology based on the reason she became distant. Of course, if you did something that damaged her feelings in any manner, you must apologize. It just takes 2 seconds to apologize. And if you aren't ready to do so, she will remain aloof. If your actions caused her to withdraw herself, apologizing is a necessary step. She understands that we all make errors, and only those who care about others choose to apologize. In other words, an Aries woman is expecting you to demonstrate whether or not you actually care about her. If you don't, you won't bother to apologize. If you believe in it, you will do it without hesitation. 4. Compromise is advised. Assume she accepted your apologies and you've earned a second opportunity. Things aren't that straightforward with an Aries lady. Compromise comes after apologizing. If your views differ on specific issues, let her know you're willing to compromise. That's the only way things will work out, or she'll grow distant once more. In that scenario, you'll have to go through the full getting her to speak to you procedure all over again. Consider what is best for both of you, you and her, and I'm confident you'll make the proper decision. 5. Reassessing the situation. If you believe that dating or being in a relationship with an Aries lady would be difficult and that you are not truly compatible, it is time to reconsider the issue. Sometimes we opt to develop something important with people with whom we are incompatible and have no shared aims. If such is the case, you should consider splitting up for her and your own sake. Reassess the scenario, write down all of the benefits and disadvantages if necessary, and make a choice. To be together or not to be together? That is the query. What you shouldn't do if an Aries woman ignores you. Aside from what you should do if an Aries lady ignores you, here's a list of what you shouldn't do. I'm confident it will be of great use to you. 1. Don't be obnoxious. Do you believe that being forceful with an Aries girl will entice her to return to you? If you answered yes, reconsider. The fact is that if you are forceful, you will push her away even more. So, please do yourself a favor and refrain from sending her one of those texts. I'm your true love. Why are you blind to it? I demand to know why you're ignoring me. You had better tell me what's going on or I'll do something dumb. Seriously? Don't do it. If you still care for her, don't send her texts like this because you'll lose her for good. One of the most important pieces of relationship advice for Aries women is to avoid being overbearing and instead give her time and space. 2. Don't try to blackmail her. Another huge blunder would be blackmailing her in order to get her to call or text you back. If you do that, you've already lost her for good. Nobody likes being blackmailed, and it is a sign of immaturity. Be moderate and patient to prevent this. Believe that everything will unfold naturally and in its own speed. 3. Don't rely on desperate measures. They argue that current issues necessitate modern solutions. Make certain that you are not substituting desperate remedies with current ones. You don't want her to think she's the center of your universe and that life would be a disaster without her. Instead, show her that you have dignity and self-respect and that you are an adult with full responsibility. If necessary, apologize, and then wait for her to contact you. Don't be alarmed if she doesn't respond right away. Keep your cool. 4. Don't be needy or clinging. And, for the love of God, don't become excessively attached or needy if you don't want her to go for good. Have your own life, interests, and socialize with your pals. You may take advantage of this chance by posting a few images on social media showing yourself having fun and living life to the fullest. That will undoubtedly appeal to her and will most likely prompt her to contact you sooner than planned. How to tell if an Aries woman is cheating on you? Is an Aries lady really playing you? How do you know for certain? Of course, her growing distance isn't conclusive proof that she's playing games with you. Instead, you must pay attention to a variety of additional factors, including the following: hot and cold air blowing. She clearly does not desire a committed relationship with you, which explains her on and off approach. She's there 1 second and gone the next. Refraining from confrontation. When an Aries lady loves you, she will dispute with you. She will avoid any form of confrontation when she is playing games with you. Changes in mood. She can be encouraging and lovely 1 minute and passive-aggressive the next. Mood swings are a common clue that she is fooling you. Repeated disappearances. Because she doesn't care about you, she will sometimes leave for a week or a month without saying anything. There are no emotions involved. Her mantra is catch feelings, not flights. That is why commitment is at the bottom of her priority list. How can you tell if Aries woman isn't interested? If an Aries lady is not interested, she will not participate in your life. She will also ignore your texts for an extended period of time, or will not respond, and she will appear busy. If any of the following indicators connect with her, she's not interested. She is not an active participant in your life. She does not question you. She is uninterested in your interests, friends, or employment. It takes her an age to react to your texts or phone calls. There is no need for an explanation. She texts you one-word messages or brief responses. She's quietly letting you know she's not interested by sending you one-word texts. She is hoping you will read between the lines. Or she completely disregards your texts and phone calls. By ignoring your messages and phone calls, she is letting you know that she has more important things to accomplish in her life than contacting you. She says she's not interested. If she tells you frankly that she isn't interested, take her word for it. You'll know when an Aries woman is done with you. There's no need to overthink things when an Aries lady gets aloof. Consider all of the conceivable reasons she would abruptly withdraw. Don't worry, in most circumstances, it doesn't imply she's finished with you, but that she's merely pushing the stop button, waiting for you to apologize, and deciding what to do next. When an Aries lady is finished with you, you'll know because she won't bother contacting you again. Or she'll tell you frankly and honestly that she's chosen to move on. If this resonates with you and want to leave a message, I want to hear from you guys in the comments below. I'll see you guys tomorrow.